Well, I can get an audio check, and it doesn't really make any difference because nobody's here. We have audio from me. I'm not sure about the homies, but they are here with me. That would be Darren and Robert. Greg was here earlier, and Ghetto was here earlier. Good afternoon. It is Tuesday, September 23rd. This month is nearly over. I thought I'd do some more Davinci today. I was able to successfully complete what I was trying to do yesterday. And today is just basically getting a stream in. It won't be very long, I don't suspect. It'll all depend on participation from not only the Zoom, but from chat as well. And as of right now, we have 000. I'm not even watching it myself. So I don't know if Darren's here or Robert's here. I do like Robert's background though. Not hard to keep up with chat right now. It's pretty easy. I'll just sit here and twiddle my thumbs. I do have the camera repositioned for about the third time in as many days. I think I'm going to like this. I may have to figure out either lower me or possibly raise it somehow just a little bit. For the most part, it's pretty good because I can look right at Zoom and it looks like I'm looking at the camera. It's not exactly eye level, but I'm not looking up and I'm not looking extremely down. So that's pretty good. And I can just glance over at things and see what I need to see. Except for when I go to work on the Davinci machine, I will have to turn sideways to do it, especially if I'm going to do it the way I like to do it lately, which is to work off the little one and watch it on the big machine. Which, again, thank you to Robert for the two 22-inch monitors he gave me. They work out great. If I had room for another one or could figure out how to put another one in here, I would. But right now I can't because even though I've got the bracket for it and the bracket's on the wall, I can't put it where I want to put it because I have another monitor where that used to be, but it's on a stand sitting on my computer. So I know I'm streaming because it says I'm streaming. This could be very short-lived. I have 000 right now. I'm going to go do what? Why is that on there? Oh, my taskbar was suddenly up. John Williams, I don't believe you for a minute. Good afternoon, Sir Ken. You're the first, John. You are the very first. I was getting ready to go start it up over here on the DaVinci machine just to see if it would pop up as a view. And lo and behold, you showed up, and I do appreciate that. So I guess I could go ahead and get started on DaVinci now. Pretty cut and dry this morning or this afternoon. Actually, I started it this morning, and then I got distracted cleaning, and then I had a conference call with my lawyer, and then Zoom with Greg and Darren, and more cleaning, and I'm right back to where I'm at here. So here we go. Let's go ahead and switch gears a little bit here. This is my DaVinci machine. Making a mess again. Yeah, that's what I'm getting ready to do. I made a mess out of this yesterday with DaVinci, and it's kind of frustrating because I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing is in regards to what I was trying to do yesterday. Now there are a lot of things I don't know what I'm doing, but there's a lot of things I do know what I'm doing. Now you can't really see this very well, but I'm on my 57th project of the year. Should I start a new one right now? But I'm not going to. I'm going to just go over here and work on project 56, which is not showing up. Imagine that. Now it'll show up. So Zoom is not going out. I will now, nobody can see me on shuffling motherboards. Yeah, I hear you. I found a lot of computer stuff today too. So let's go over here and arrange this so that it makes sense and people can get an idea of what's going on. I'm working on my thumbnail for tonight, which will not be 357. It'll actually be 357, or not be 356. It'll now be 357. So I will create that in AI, and I'll bring that in and do with needs to be done to it. So here's my original. Oh wow, it blinked out again. Now did that? Oh, the monitor shut off. That had nothing to do. Oh, the monitor's back on. That's interesting. Okay, so here's my original picture right here. And I'm going to check audio. I forgot to see what my audio sounded like. I'm going to check audio. I forgot. Audio seems to be okay. Original picture. Bill created this last night, and as soon as I seen it, I thought, well, I can work with this, and I have worked with this already. I have taken these items and I've pulled it off of the original picture, which is right here. I pulled the robot off, I pulled the girl off, and I incorporated my original 356 number to throw it all together. I do have some kind of an idea of what I'm trying to do here. I'm just not 100% sure of how I'm going to do it. Now, where's 356 at? That's 355. 356 has got to be in here somewhere because I have it right there. And I'm pretty sure I did not delete that. In fact, I'm 100% sure I did not delete that. But it's not showing up for some reason. Par for the course. Because the original one of the number is not, I masked it out, what I'm trying to say. So let's do this. You're just going to see the results. Everyone is having lunch. Yeah, probably. I need to get some lunch. I got up and made scrambled eggs this morning for breakfast. And that was about going on 5 hours ago now. So if I bring Davinci back over here to this monitor, even though it's 43 inches, it's really hard to see over on YouTube, and I'm aware of that. That's why I use the other one. But this is what I'm doing. I'm taking this original image right here, and I'm going to clean it up. Well, now what I want to do is I want to go into Davinci, into Fusion, and I want to pull that chalkboard out of there. And then I think I want to do that by bringing up the menu, going to a magic mask, which just type in the word magic and it brings it up. And I don't know why, but it seems everybody I know that does Davinci does this right here, with the exception of maybe Bill. And then we're going to go to the mask. We're going to put our picture over there in that one so we can see what we're doing. Go back to the mask. We're going to mask out the chalkboard. So we're going to go to better. We're going to go plus, and we're going to hit the chalkboard right there in the middle, see what it does. And it takes it a minute to figure out what it's trying to do or what it wants to do. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad at all. I do have a problem, though. If I take the guy out of there, then I'm going to... All right. I'm going to go about this a different way now. So we're going to eliminate the magic mask. And we're going to do a shift space. And I'm going to do a planar tracker. Not a nightbot going on. How many people are watching? I had 2 people watching at one point in time. And I've got a 5-minute average of people sticking around. So we're going to track this out and bring this down so I can see it. And we're going to track just beyond the blackboard itself. About like that. That looks pretty good. And we're going to make sure we're beginning, set, and we're going to track it forward. That's a good track right there. I got all the little white dots in there. You may or may not be able to see them over on YouTube. Hopefully you can, but that's a good track. Now we're going to go back down and grab our tracker. We're going to switch the mode from track to corner pin. It's 4-corner pin. And we're going to mask out this by putting this on the inside of the chalkboard. Except for the one point that we obviously can't see, and we're going to guesstimate where it may or may not be, which is going to be about right there. Now we're going to hold Control down, scroll our mouse wheel to make this larger so we can go see. See, I thought I had that in the corner. I do not. I'm going to grab it. I'm going to bring it right up here in this corner, right about there. I'm going to come down here and do the same thing with this one. I'm going to hold it down, move it about right there. I might be a little low. Looks good on that side. And we're going to come check this side out. That one's pretty good. I got lucky on that one. This one's the tricky one. John Williams, I can tell people are getting nervous since Windows 11 going on permanent vacation on. Oh, I hadn't heard that yet. Charlie Purdy. Hello, Charlie. I did get your comments. I did respond to them. I hadn't heard that yet, John. I'm good. I like 11. I have no problems with 11. 11 does for me everything I need it to do. So I'm good. Now we have to figure out how to make this look right. I want it to be a black chalkboard. Hello, Jose. I let you know I am live streaming, but right now the Zoom homies are not being seen. They are being hidden. Not because there's nobody here, it's because I'm showing Davinci. You would know that if you were watching the live stream, but hey, I get it. All right, so how am I going to make this look like a blackboard? Let's test the waters first. And by testing the waters, we're going to grab an image out of the media pool, and we're just going to see if that track worked or not. We're going to plug that into the tracker, and there it is. And we're going to take that back to the edit page, and that looks horrible because the girl is being covered up and the woman's arm and shoulder are being covered up. And I anticipated that. That's why I made extra 2 copies of this. So now we're going to bring this over to here, bring our playhead over to there. Oh, look at that. The girl looks beautiful. The girl looks like she's sitting in front of the chalkboard. The woman, on the other hand, no, Charlie was not in Zoom. I wish Charlie would join Zoom, but he was in the live stream. So this is coming along quite nicely. I'm going to take the 356, and just for right now, I'm going to bring it down to about that size and put it where last night's thumbnail was at, just for now, just to get it out of the way. So this looks really good on certain aspects, except for the robot right here. Nope, that's not the robot, is it? That's maybe the robot. That's the robot. So the robot originally was like right in here, like that. And I could do that. That was kind of my original thing, is just to put it right back where it was at. Because now it's in the background of the girl. It's in the foreground of the first picture. It's in the foreground of the girl here. It's in the foreground here. But it's in the background of everything I want it to be in the background. So for right now, let's just kind of put it right about there. And I'm not going to use this picture. I just wanted to make sure I had it cornered out the way that I need it to be, and it looks pretty good. So if Bill was here, I would ask Bill, what's our next step in fixing this? I'm going to try something. It may or may not work. I may have to make one quick adjustment in order for this to work. And I do have to make a quick adjustment in order for this to work. So bear with me one moment. And that adjustment is I got to shut my camera off. And the heck, I'm clicking on the camera and it keeps bringing me up to a participants list. That's weird. All right, camera is off. Now let's see if I can share my screen. That way at least one person from Zoom will be observing. My worst critic. Only you guys can see me. Apparently not. There's the camera. Why is this not showing? All right, I'm going to figure this out. Kind of slow going on Zoom or on the stream right now. I turned off my camera and because maybe it's being used. In fact, I know it's because it's being used over in OBS, but I thought yesterday I shared it with both. I don't know, maybe I did, maybe I didn't. So let's go back and fix this. So we know this picture needs to have some things done to it. I'm going to bring it over here, run it back to itself so you get a good idea of what's going on. Everything looks good right now, except for I don't want it to be a blue thing, but I might. But I got to make the girl look like she's in the foreground back in front of the chalkboard. If I turn these off, I didn't mean to do that. I'm having some issues right now in that if I turn that off, that's going to turn everything off, right? I don't know why. And I restarted the computer. So this is the right picture. Girls in the foreground, woman's hands in the foreground, shoulders in the foreground. That's what I got to fix next. I got to get the woman to show up properly over here. And I have no idea what's going on. It's just got some issues going on. Let me look at chat real quick. And John was the last one to chat. So let's go fix that. And by doing that, I will bring Davinci back to the main screen here. And we'll jump over into Fusion. And we see we're on what we want. I'm going to use the magic mask because it's cool. It's good. And I don't have to roto scope anything out. So we're on the mask. We want to get the best mask we can by going to better. We want to go to the plus sign and we want the woman. I want to put her back in the foreground. Well, that doesn't look too good. So let me go bring that up over here. And now I can click on her hand right there. Hopefully I get just her hand, which I do. And I think I'm good now because this is all part of the original picture. And that looks really good. I don't have to, well, I do have to make one slight adjustment. There's a little bit of gray on her hair. So I have to bring that down just a little. Well, now I lose her hand, so I got to bring her hand back. That's good right there. I'm going to go with that. And we're going to go back to tracking, and we're going to track it forward. And this will take a minute because this is the AI saying, what do you want me to do? And it's doing. Hello, Darren. Darren Gilholm joins us over in the chat, and he says, la, la, la. Actually says, da, 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 Davinci, da, da. Yes, I cannot sing. Never, ever want to hear me sing. Jeff Ryman from Lost Wages. Does this guy know what he's doing? Well, maybe. I don't know. We're about to find out. We're going to go back over here. That looks good. We're going to go over here. That looks terrible. Now, if this works the way that it should, when I slide this node under this, and it didn't work the way it should have. Okay, it should have. That should have worked. Well, it works. I mean, that's good. So let's try it a different way. Let's bring all of these down one, bring this one to the top. There we go. Now she's back where she's supposed to be. It's all about layering, and sometimes I get confused on the layering, but I do figure it out eventually. I do usually get accomplished what I'm trying to get accomplished. So now if we run this back over to itself with the video clean feed, now you can see the girl is back in the foreground and where she's supposed to be. The blackboard's still got that. I'm struggling in my head. I'm actually trying to figure out in my head, how am I going to turn the blackboard black? Because the original blackboard, as we know, the original blackboard has writing on it. And I couldn't really think of anything to do with that. So my thoughts were just make the whole blackboard black. Then I'll put writing on it. So let's go through the process here and figure out where we need to go. Girl is gone. Number's gone. The other girl's, or the other girl's gone. Robot's gone. So this leaves me this one right here to work with to fix. So I'm going to bring it over there. I'm going to bring Davinci back over here. Take a quick glance at chat. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Darren. Thank you, John. Thank you, Charlie, for being here. I do so much appreciate it, more than you guys will ever know. We're going to jump back into Davinci, and thanks to the homies that are here but can't see anything because I cannot broadcast. I mean, I can. I can come up here and I can say, there are the homies. We have Jose, we have Darren, we have Robert, and I've got my camera turned off because I was trying to share my Davinci with them on Zoom, but I cannot. And I do apologize for that. I'll figure it out. So back to here we go. Now, I know that the picture right here happens to be this picture right here. If I bring it up in the other viewer, then I'm good to go. So we're going to take that picture and do away with it because we don't want that picture. We want a black backboard. If I take and make a background right here, which by default is black, and if I plug that in to the green input of the planar tracker, oh, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen of all ages across the world, across the globe, we now have a black backboard. Yes, it looks horrible because it's not over here. So we turn these on. We're going to put it together. Now when I bring this over, does it go underneath? Look at that, just like it was supposed to work. We have a black, sounds good. You sound good, thank you. Time for me to eat lunch. Yeah, if you can run to some joint for me and pick me up a burger or a chicken, or actually Mexican sounds really good, but I don't like Taco Bell, and the place I like is way down the road. So thank you, John. Thank you for being here. I'll see you tonight, my friend. I probably am going to do one upload once I get it rendered out and ready to go. So for the most part, I'm good to go with this. I've got this exactly where I want it. The blackboard looks good to me. Now I'm going to bring it back over here on the big screen so I can see. Oh yeah, blackboard looks fantastic. If anything, I got to move the robot a little bit because that looks a little weird. The girl looks good. Now I do have to see, yes, this white area right here is part of the original picture. And I've got a feeling I know what that was, but until I converse with someone, I won't know. So this is fantastic. Now, if I wanted to, I can add yet another thing to this. I can come up to the effects tab. I can grab me a title, and I won't do anything fancy dancy or anything. And because thumbnails cannot be automated, there's no sense me getting an automated title. I have created automated, that's hard to say, titles. But thumbnails don't move. So we got to do what we got to do. Now, another thing I notice is now that she's back in the foreground, the 356 appears to be a little bit off. So we need to move it. We're going to go to the 356 and we're going to, oh my gosh, I turned it off. I need to move it, not turn it off. And we're going to just basically slide it over here like this for now, but it's in front of the girl. So I got to go fix that. That's an easy fix as well. Right now, we're going to put it right there. And I'm just going to resize it a little bit to about right there. It doesn't have to be as gaudy as it is, but it can go about right like that. That's cool. Now we're going to go back to our title. Now we're back on the title and we can move it wherever we want. Now I'm trying to find out what the color of the blue is for the number so I can match it up over here with my text, but I can't do it because it's somewhat of a gradient. It's got some light blue, dark blue, and mid blues in it. But for right now, I think I'm going to go with that one right there. That one's all right for me. And then I just need to put some text in there. And just for demonstrative purposes, we will put in there KSLL. Is, no, I don't like it that way. We'll put a space in there. I don't like that, but that's okay. I can adjust this. Is one more space, live. I think we can move this down. In fact, I know I can move this down. And if I could automate it in a thumbnail, I would. We'll go right here, or I can do this. So I'm going to leave that one there. That one's fine for now. I can come over here to my generators. I can open up my generators. I can get a bubble speech, drag it down, and basically now we will play with it. We're going to put it up there. We're going to move the pointer around a little bit if we can. I can put it right there. That's fine. And I can bring over my text from what I just did by going back over to it. Control C, Control V, back over here. And that bubble is extremely too big. So we got to make some adjustments. We've either got to change up the text or we've got to adjust the bubble. And to be honest, I'm not sure which way I want to do this. There's Bill. Hello, Bill.
Hey.
I have a link for you that I will repost. You need to watch it. It is pretty much what we were trying to do last night. Sunny has created a macro for it, and I'm looking forward to using it. So, just like everything else, we can change all the text in here that we want to the color we want. You can change the outline of your thing, and I'm going to go with a little bit of a lighter blue right in there. And I can go ahead and see if I cannot change the length of our pointer, which we can. I made some changes to it this is made in Fusion. I went in and made some changes. Now I would like to change this up just a little bit. Maybe like that. I don't like all the free space in there, but without going into Fusion and messing with it, there's not a whole lot I can do. I like this a little better than the big bubble, but it is bubble Where'd my pointer go? There's my pointer. I'm going to put the pointer about right there. Long Dog is in chat. Hello, Long Dog. I'm seeing more creativity. There's one thing about the robot, the appearance and dexterity, real possibility of the design. Um, can you change from round to more of a square? Oblong looks kind of good. I'm thinking rounded corners and a square. I don't know. That's a good question. That's a very good question. If I can square that off or not, I could maybe go into Fusion and then I could open it up. This is the cool thing about things people make. When you get to a certain point, you can start figuring out what they're doing. So, and I'm more or less to that point now. And I just work it backwards. Output, these go in, that goes out, everything else comes into there. These two are not even functional. I don't know what they are, so I don't need to worry about them. We start up here. It does have a rectangle. So let's look at the rectangle and see if it shows up. Oh, the rectangle is the pointer, I believe, if I remember right. Possibly. Yeah, it's entirely possible I could maybe make it square. If I could make it a little thinner, and I know how to make it thinner. It's easy to do, actually. I'm going to go back to the edit page, and then I'm going to come up here, and you guys can see it on YouTube, and I'm going to go delete, 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 and then I'm going to go is live. Now, I'm going to move it back over here because it's just easier for me to work with it when it's over here. And I'm going to push it back over to there so you guys can see it. That's a little bit better, but the bubble length's now kind of not proportionate. So we're going to take the length, take the width. Oh, that's that. I want to leave that pretty much where it's at right there. Um, go with this right here. And then we can move it and put it. I don't want it to extend over here like that. Obviously, I don't want it to extend on top of her head. Round and oblong doesn't seem to work in this situation, probably because of the square background. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that 100%. Bill just started a live stream for those of you that are interested. What I could do is take that one completely out, put this one back in, and then can I, and I'm not going to show you this, but I'm going to try to do something here. Ghetto's back. Ghetto, I'm live streaming just to let you know. Zoom is currently not going out because I'm showing Davinci. Now let's go see what that looks like. Oh, no change. Okay. I'm trying to put a border around that because someone wanted to see a border around that. And I'm working on doing exactly that around it. So if we take away solid, and I don't know what to do here. It's been a while since I've done this. We invert it. No. All right. I was going along so well right there. Hello, William. Bill joins us over in the stream. Thank you for being here, my friend. If I invert that, that goes away. If I take away the solid, then that comes back. I want to have a border around this. And I'm pretty sure you take away the solid and then you click on one of these over here. But I don't know which one it is because it's been forever and a day since I've done this. That's that. You can round it if you want. But I need it to have a color. I need it to be white or something. Because right now, if I come back over here and put this back over here, I haven't accomplished anything. Coming up on 45 minutes again. That's pretty good. Go back over here. I am going to figure this out real quick. So if I take away my rectangle, and then I make it a solid and don't invert it. I don't think that's it. I don't think that's it. They make it look so easy when you watch these videos. I swear. Let's go back to a square. I don't want it to be angled. Is it in settings? No. Image? No. It's in controls.
It makes me wonder how many times he practiced it before he showed it.
Who's that? Sonny?
It makes me wonder how many times Sonny had to practice it and get it right.
Oh, I
Before
know.
he showed it.
I know. It's pretty impressive, though. Very impressive. Let's see here. I like the height and the width. That's pretty good. That's about right. It needs to go a little bit to the right there. Now it's pretty much centered. The question is, how do you get the doggone border around it? Border style. There we go. And click on the border style. Take away solid, but that takes that away. Bring back that. I don't see any. I don't see the border changing. Matthew Barnes joins us. Hello, Matthew.
Hey, everyone.
We are live streaming, but Zoom is currently not being seen. I've got it turned in the background. So uncheck that. That works. 472. That doesn't work. Control Z goes back to 472. Border style position. I got it all the way up, but I'm not seeing any border. And I don't see where I can make it a color. We lost somebody. Not sure who we lost. Bill's here, Darren's here. Oh, no, Robert's here. Matthew's here. Did I miss somebody in Zoom? Go back and watch. Well, I can't go back and watch the stream because it's not on the stream. All right, I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to show you guys where we stand. I'm going to go figure out how to put a border around it. My plan is I'm going to leave it exactly like that, except I'm going to put a border around. I'm going to put a white border or a blue border around KSL is live. And for the most part, this is going to be the thumbnail for tonight that I've just created. Except 356 will change to 357. And I may put it yet somewhere else. I don't know. I could actually move it up here like that. Maybe put it right, like, I don't know, something like that. I don't know. I'll play around with it and see. I want to thank everybody for being here. I want to thank the homies. I want to thank John Williams, Charlie Purdy, Long Dog, William Dawson, Darren Gilhome, William Dawson, Ghetto, Matthew Barnes, Matthew Barnes, Robert Michael for being here and supporting me. I will see you guys tonight, or change the color of KSL so it's a little bit more prominent, like writing on. I don't know what color I could change that to, though. Long Dog is asking to change the color. You mean like lighten the color up a little bit, or highlight the color, or I can change the font, will change it a little bit. I can go, you know what I can do? I'm going to turn Zoom back off a second, and just basically I'm putting you guys in the background. So what I could do with that is we could come in here and we can change the font. So I can come over here to the font, and I have 1,000 fonts to change from. Depending on the font, it changes how big it is. So I got to be careful about that. So for now, I think I'm just going to keep it where it's at, which is on Open Sans. One of my favorite fonts is, I like this one. It's not appropriate though. And I like this one here, and it's too big, and I would have to do some major adjustments to that. And another thing I could do to make it stand out is I can come over here and I can enable the shading, and I can put the red outline around it and make it pop a little bit. Or I can come over here and I can maybe make the background that makes it pop a little bit. In fact, I kind of like that right there. Now, since it's on a black board, black background, if I go over here to shading, oh shush up. If I go over here to the next one, which is a shadow, and I enable the shadow, it's a black shadow. Long Dog, you're fine. I've stated time and time again, I want suggestions. I want people to give me their thoughts and opinions on it, because you may see something that I don't, and I'm willing enough to try it out. And if it works and looks good, then I'm willing to use it. I don't know why people fear me so much. I'm not as mean as what everybody thinks I am. So we got black on black. Now we're going to bring it to white. We're going to take this to white, and we're going to put a little bit of a shadow on there like that. And that looks okay. We can also take the shadow and make it the same color as our outline. And that looks okay as well. We can make this whatever color we decide is going to make it pop. Is it all about a thumbnail or an ad? It's for this is going to end up being my thumbnail for tonight, with a couple changes. One, the current live stream I'm doing is live stream number 356. So tonight's will be 357. My goal is to be at 365, which is an entire year's worth of streaming in 9 months. I'm going to achieve that goal without any problem. The second thing I got to change is, if you look real closely, let me bring it up over here so this may show through. If you look real closely right here, there's a little bit of a reflection coming from somewhere as soon as everything catches up to me. Yeah, you can see it because I can see it. So we're going to go live. And we're going to come back to Davinci. If you look right here, I got an issue right there. I got to clean that up. I may put something up here. I don't know. I may put a picture over here. I don't know, but it's going to be my thumbnail. This is my daily process now of putting my thumbnails together. Now I can show you the project I was working on yesterday, which is this one right here, which, again, this is where I got it currently sitting. And I took well, as my luck would have it, I can't find what I'm looking for. I don't practice any of this stuff, by the way, guys. I just get in here and do what I like to do. There's the original picture. This is how this all came about. Is this back to not being live again? Yeah, it's live. Good. So this is how this all came about. Let it catch up. We have a pink window and two blue windows. Well, I didn't like that, so I made it like this. My biggest problem with this was rounding the corners of the images I put in there. This one looks kind of cool because we're on a spaceship, so we're looking out into space. This one I was just messing around, and I still got to mess with it. I know what I want to do. And then we have, of course, a thumbnail from a couple nights ago of KSL 182, which was actually not used, but it was suggested. And because I'm in the 300s, I couldn't use it. So now my next thing I want to try is I want to try to mask out this window right here, as well as this guy right here. And I got to put something in here, but I got to blur it because, as you can see, these are crystal clear for the most part, but the window in the back stays pretty blurry. Now, I could put a scroll across here and then run it as a video, and that would work. There's so many things I can do with this. I'm not creative to create the things, but once it's created, I'm pretty decent about saying, oh, why don't we try this? Oh, why don't we try that? One of the things I'm thinking about trying to do is masking out the glasses and making them a solid color. Now, to show you another thing I've done, I mashed out the girl singularly because I wanted to mess around with it. If I bring her in here like this, then I have her in front of herself. That looks pretty cool. I can obviously move the girl where I want, except I haven't been able to figure out how to put her in the background yet. I will. It's just a matter of me figuring it out. Then I can also come in here and add this back in here, which is basically the same picture. It's the two girls masked out and put together. A lot of things I can do with a lot of things. It's just a matter of doing it. I ask for suggestions every night. I ask for what would you like to see me do every night? And as a general rule, why is my camera not working again? Oh, I give up. I absolutely give up on this. There we go. I love suggestions. I love ideas. That's one thing that Bill and I have in common is Bill's got a very creative mind, and I have the ability to take his creative mind stuff and throw it together and make it work. I've actually suggested that myself and Bill and Brian and Jose, that's who left, by the way, and a couple other people get together on a collaboration once or twice a week for an hour or so and just toss out ideas. What if, try this, do this, what can you, and see how it goes. Now, obviously, apologize for the mouse. We have Davinci, Adobe, and Power Director. Basically the same thing, but they do function a little bit differently. I know that Brian and I have worked together. Brian, Bill, and I have worked together. Rick Lakes and I have worked together, and so far I haven't had anybody complain a lot. All right, go with this appearance, and then maybe next one modify something. Actually, the only thing the next one will have in it, which will be consistent, is the number. 358. It'll still be blue because I haven't decided if I want to change the color or not. That is created by Night Cafe. It is an AI site. The other site that I use is Canva. And I'm trying to get my thinking a little better so I can start creating some things as well. So that was today. We're a little shy of an hour. I started at 15 after, well, about 16 after because I was running into some difficulties. But if you have something you'd like to see me try to do, by all means, send me an email, kstoutzz00m@gmail.com, or join one of my live streams, put it in chat. Or if you've got my phone number, call me. If you're on Facebook, send me a message. Carrier pigeon, I don't know. Telegraph, dot, dash, 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 dot, the dash, dash, dot. Yes, I'm not all the way here. We now have 100 days away. 2007, C. Wilson, we're now 100 days away from 2026. Yeah, I'm like going to be 9 live streams away from doing a year's worth of streams by the end of the month. So thank you, Charlie. Or C. It may be Charlie. I'm not sure if it's Charlie or not. I'm just guessing. Good to see someone here. Charlie has got 40 subscribers, 37 videos. We'll check him out later. Been around since 2011. Nice. Very nice. If you need any help or would like any help, let me know. We'll help you out. The one thing I am very proud about the Zoom homies about is, hello, Missy. Missy's channel shows up. We may go into some big time overtime today. YouTube is very odd sometimes. Oh, the Zoom worked. Wasn't working a while ago. Lost my train of thought. So let me catch up the 2 people that just came in before they go away. So initially today, and I'll just bring over Davinci. Initially today, I was working on my thumbnail for tonight, which is basically a little different. The only thing, like I was just explaining to Long Dog, the only thing that's going to remain consistent on this is my number, which is going to always be, for now, a 3-dimensional blue colored number. Now I can do a lot with this number. I can come in here and I can make this number super big by pulling the handles. I can put it behind the robot. I can put it through the robot. I can put it in front of the robot. There's just so much you can do with it. I forgot how big I had it. I can rotate it if I want. Kind of a nice, neat little feature they got going on there. That's the only thing that will remain consistent. Tomorrow's background will be totally different. I don't think I'm going to use the same background over and over again. This was last night's thumbnail. This is just going to be my Untitled Project 56. I'm going to change it to Nightly Thumbnails, and then I will keep pushing them out and pushing them out and pushing them out. I did get some reviews on last night's thumbnail, which was nice. They were kind reviews. They were good reviews, and it seemed to be very well received. So I'm going to keep doing it. I'm open to suggestions. I'm open to ideas. I'll keep doing what I like to do. The only thing I can't do is really think and talk at the same time. I would like to do at least one collaboration with about 3 or 4 or 5, 6 people on this and see what their ideas are. It's not an original idea. I watch a guy every year. Casey Ferris is his name, and he has what's called ResolveCon, and they do 3 days worth of DaVinci Resolve. Most of it's far, far advanced, but it's a good thing to watch. I've learned a lot from watching those guys. Be sure to hit the like button if you haven't. Be sure to hit the subscribe button if you haven't. And please come back and visit. I do appreciate it. It means the world to me. I'm just amazed sometimes at the number of people that actually watch me and are subscribed to me. Unless anyone's got any questions either from Zoom, or is it either? Is it either or is it either? Is it neither or is it neither? Is it further or is it farther? Conversation we had on Zoom last night. So anybody got anything? If not, and I'm going to go ahead and end it. I'm running this from my portable version again because for some reason my main OBS would not allow me to show Davinci today, and I don't know why. So we have last night's live stream thumbnail. We have this night's live stream thumbnail coming up. I am still debating on whether I want to put something behind the robot. Oh, you guys can't see that. Hang on. My bad. Now you can. Be there in just a moment. A little bit of a delay. So I am debating on whether I want to put something behind the robot or not, or if I want to leave it like that or put something on the walls. If you go from where we started, this is the original picture right here. I blacked out the blackboard. I pulled out the robot. I pulled out the woman. I pulled out the girl that's sitting in front. And when it's all said and done, it actually flows together and looks pretty good at this point in time. I'm going to get with Bill because I do like the 356, although I'd really like to put the outline around it with the shadow that I have on KSL is live. So nobody got anything? No questions, no suggestions, no comments, good, bad, or otherwise. I'm good to all of it. If not, thank you all for, where's the camera at? Oh, there it is. Thank you all for being here. See you tonight, 10 o'clock. And I probably will have a 12 to 13-minute video coming out, depending on how I split up the 24-minute video that I've got. Thanks, guys. Let me go say hi or hi-bye to Zoom. Thank you, gentlemen. Darren, Rich. Oh, Rich is not here. Bill, Ghetto, or as the Filipinos like to say, Gito, Matthew Barnes, and Robert Michael. Everybody have a great day now, or morning, or evening. One of the two. I heard somebody say something. Yes. What is it? 7 o'clock at night for you, right?
Yep.
Yep. Time to head to the bloody pub. See you guys. Thank you. Thanks, Long Dog. Thank you, Missy. Thank you, C. Wilson, Bill, William, Jeff, Darren, John, if you're still here, Charlie Purdy, if you're still here, I think I got everybody. I don't have the stroll set up on this yet. The stroll. Woo! That's my cue to go, boys.